Hey, good afternoon. Um, One thing at the start of this, obviously, I really didn't want to do this this time. Usually I'm busy about doing these, especially recently, but today I was fully like, I don't want to do this. But I'm here doing it, to kind of keep up with the scheme I'm doing, where I do this every day I can, and see where it goes. Because it's possible, because I'm going to set off to my dad's house after this, and I may not be able to do this there. So I thought I'd just get it out of the way, even though it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. For doing these videos, it's pretty early on, which is quite. I probably should be doing these earlier than early in the morning, just because if otherwise I'm putting it off the rest of the day, and then I kind of hate the idea of doing it. I made a mental note. I was going to fix the Dead Space situation, and I don't really know how to do that. But we're not focused on that right now. That'll be a month's time when I figured everything else out. That'll be when we start doing this. I'm actually not sure what I do with my water, because I decided that maybe I did want that, but I don't have the water, so we're going to continue without that. So, topic. I don't really have a random topic like I did yesterday. Not that rice was a horrible idea, just I think I gave some good insight into rice, but either way, it's I had a very easy point there to make, and somehow it's completely gone. I kind of have sort of an idea of what I want to talk about, so we're going to do that. And see how much. Because later on, as I get further into this, I may go in even deeper onto the structure, or I may continue doing what I'm doing with no structure. It kind of depends. We'll see where it goes. It's a cross pass. I've not even crossroads. I've not even reached that yet, so won't worry about it. But one thing about this, kind of part of my quest, part of my plan to get better at these, is watching other people who also record themselves talking in their bedrooms, which not only I'm just saying this as kind of a mental note, but not only should I watch the top dogs of YouTube who have mastered the art of just talking to a camera about bullshit and making it seem like they're actually saying something, but also people who aren't good at that. I think it's probably a good idea to watch that, not only because it's going to make it way obvious to see the common mistakes people sort of make and how I can fix that, but also to see how it's quite a good motivator to see people being bad at stuff. If you look at people, if you want to be good at something and you only look at people who are good at that, it's very easy to lose hope and motivation. But if you only see things of people being rubbish at it, you can watch that and think, yeah, I can do that. So that's the plan, anyway. I don't really know when I was first doing this where I envisioned I would be in 6 months, because again, it's been around 6 months since I started doing this. But yeah, I don't know what I had in my head, but it was probably I'm definitely better at it than I was then, which may give you a good idea of how bad I was. It's definitely not something I'm very comfortable is being in front of a camera. And what's kind of interesting, and I've talked about this before, is when I'm just talking to myself, thinking in my head, I'm still not where I'd say I'd want to be, but I'm way more. I'm able to create a story out of nothing and talk way more. Not talk because it's in my head, but a lot more naturally. It feels a lot more like talking to a friend, and this feels like I'm stumbling through an interview, which maybe I am in a way. But yeah. Anyway, that's what was I going? Oh yeah. Emma Chamberlain said, because I'm back on her, because I'm only partially obsessed. She said she was doing videos for about a month before she figured it out, and this is day 4 of the month, which actually is kind of it's kind of day 2, depending on where you put it. Kind of day 200. It depends on where you look at it. But we'll say it's day 2 because that makes me feel better. This is kind of day 2, so all things considered, this could go very well in a month's time. So we'll see. That's my hope. We'll look back at it back then. I'll watch hundreds of videos of people doing this worse than me, and yeah, eventually this is going to be great. Just you wait. So, on the topic of the video, it's kind of cheating for me because I'm in the process of making another video, which is about the causes of World War One, which is really cool. And so basically, I'm just kind of using this as an excuse to brainstorm all the stuff I've been thinking about already, but I can hit. What's the thing? It's not kill 2 birds with 1 stone. That seems way too aggressive. But let's imagine it is. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Is it hits? I don't know. So we're gonna do that. So the one issue I'm kind of having at the moment with that is where to put the start of the video, because I could basically the furthest back I'm going to talk about in terms of causes is Napoleonic Wars, but I think that's probably a bit much to start the video with. So what I kind of like, and what I'm going with at the moment, is either one of the Balkan Wars. Kind of just also, when I was editing this before, I realised I say way more than I thought I did. I realised I did say it a lot, but that's definitely something I'd like to cut down on, because I say it a lot. But hopefully that just happens naturally. Jesus Christ. So on the wars, there's the first Balkan War and the second Balkan War. I'm pretty sure that's the only Balkan Wars, unless you count the Yugoslav Wars, which I think were a thing, maybe. So you have the first Balkan War, which is Bulgaria, Montenegro, not really Albania, Greece and Serbia teaming up to defeat the Ottoman Empire. Second Balkan War is Greece and Serbia teaming up to beat Bulgaria, kind of with Romania and not the Ottoman Empire helping Serbia. And I'm thinking, currently in my head, it would be better to finish it to start the video talking about the the Second Balkan War, because my one fear I have for that is that if people click on the video and they see I'm talking about this Balkan War that they possibly haven't even heard of and requires a lot of context to understand, that could be so overwhelming that they don't watch it. But the reason I chose it is because I think, for one, it kind of matches World War One in its kind of weird alliance, messy system, which I like. I liked it. It would kind of be a circle. Also, I like the idea of, because kind of post Russo-Turkish wars, maybe even post Crimean wars, the Balkans were a massive mess for the decline of the Ottoman Empire, and you can kind of see the how nationalism develops across the Serbian and Bulgarian countries, and you can see how they their alliances change with one another, and with Russia, and with Austria-Hungary, and I liked it where the if you're watching the whole video at the start, and you had the context of the Second Balkan War, where Bulgaria basically declares one of its old allies, you'd be thinking, what is going on there? Which again, I've discussed, could be an issue. But how it would help later on in the video is once you've seen everything that's happened with full context, then you go back to the Second Balkan War, and even you see the First Balkan War and see how the land borders change, which causes Bulgaria to declare war. It kind of makes sense. And it could be a oh, I see moment. So that's my current, that's where my head's at currently. I was going to start it with the Franco-Prussian War. That was another plan I had, which, to be fair, I kind of moved away from. But what I think I do like the idea of is starting it with the English terms in media res. I think I haven't done English in a while, but starting it during a war I think is cool. I think it puts you into it starts it off well. The only issue with that, again, is it might be overwhelming. So possibly, maybe to fix this, maybe not, I came up with this today, and usually I prioritise the ideas I think of today, and then I think back to them in a week later, and I think, oh, that actually wasn't that great of an idea. But what I'm thinking is I have a title card at the beginning saying this is a video on the causes of World War One, and then it kind of moves into whatever I want to talk about, which could be the Second Balkan War. So that's possibly the plan, and I think it will be, because I've spent way too much time thinking about how to start the video, and I shouldn't do, because it's not that deep. So yeah, we'll see how that project goes. We'll see how this project goes, because it's been a while in the works, and hopefully it goes well, and hopefully it leads to much bigger things. But until then, I will see you later. Have a good little time. Goodbye.